My name is Luciana Indrawati Janggur. You can call me Ira. My student number is 19115. I'm from Manggarai, and today I want to tell you about some story from my hometown, and the title of the story is The Legend of nggerang, a beautiful girl from Manggarai. Once upon a time, in a small village named Doso, there lived a beautiful girl named Nggerang. She's named Nggerang because she have a beautiful white skin and blonde hair. Nggerang is believed to be the result of official cross breeding between humans and spirits from the other realms. Or in the local language, we are said kakartana or land, or also called Ata Persina. Nggerang's father named Awang and her mother named Hendang. Nggerang's mother is entrusted from another realm or land or kakartana in a local language. However, Princess Nggerang was abandoned by her mother when she was a toddler, not because she died psychically, but because Nggerang's father, Awang, had violated taboos 3 times. For Hendang, this is uncommon amount. This story happened when Hendang went to the water bucket. Nggerang, who was still for a baby, was taken care and carried by her father, Awang. Hendang gave a message to Awang: if this child cries, don't sing this song. Ipung setivu pakerente teusa ambong, or in language, small fish, river frogs, allied surgeons. However, Hendang was leaving the water bucket, which was quite far from the house. Nggerang burst into tears. Then Awang tried to stop his daughter Nggerang's crying by singing many songs, but it didn't stop her from crying. Even the cries became louder and louder. Many songs have been sung by Awang. However, Nggerang did not stop crying, and only stopped crying when he sang a song, Ipung setivu pakesevai teusa ambong, or in language, small fish in the pool, frogs on a river, a group of sugar cane. The forbidden song was indeed prohibited and became a taboo for Nggerang. But her husband Awang did not understand the rest of the band at all. Awang did not understand the prohibition not to sing the song. Actually, the meaning of the song is that they came from the 2 different realms who were united by marriage. The first and the second violence for Hendang can still be forgiven. Despite repeated reminders, Awang still violates it for the 3rd time. The 3rd violation, no poor apologies. Separation occurred. Hendang, or Nggerang's mother, left her 2 loved ones. Awang, her husband, and her daughters Nggerang in Doso village. This separation was not a goodbye for a moment, but an eternity. Hendang left Sumai and his beloved baby daughter with tears streaming down her cheeks. You have a violated or taboos, even though I have reminded you many times. Now there are no more apologies. We both have to separate, said Hendang. I returned to my parents' house, while nggerang as our baby lives with you as a pacha. For me, please be well cared for. That was a message of Hendang to her husband, accompanied by sad sobs. That cry is also a cry for those who lost time for him. Hearing the message, Awang could not answer and was helpless, because immediately Hendang changed into a Nepa, or rice-field snake in English, and when held it was very slippery, so he easily left Doso forever, because after that she did not. After Hendang's mother died, Princess Nggerang was taken care of by him four siblings. One boy, their woman, the son of his father's first wife named Tana. His father has two wives, namely Hendang, who comes from across the world, and Tana, an ordinary human. When Princess Nggerang entered her teenage years, her beauty became even more visible and captivated many young hearts. Because of her pearl's beauty, many kings wanted to propose to her, between Mori Reok, or king of Reok, and the king of Chibal. Even though many kings who proposed to her were not only rich but also charming, nggerang refused her unconditionally. None of them could captivate her heart. Even the king of Bima from another island, who was in the power at the time, which was located at the eastern tip of the island of Sumbawa. The island is different from nggerang. Nggerang, the strange, beautiful girl, did have something magical about him. This is very possible because he is a result of marriage. Regarding the king of Bima, it is said that the story is that he always saw light shining into the sky from the Manggarai area. The light actually came from the golden skin of nggerangs, which grew on her upper back, was round a shape and the size of a gung icicle. King of Bima sent a royal servant with several royal soldiers to Manggarai, which is located at the western tip of the island of Flores, to track the light. After being tracked and confident that the light was owned by a beautiful and still teenage princess named nggerang, who lived in the village of Doso. When King of Bima arrived in Doso, although the community accepted to nggerang's father. However, it is very unfortunate when King of Bima expressed his heart to propose the beautiful and the still teenage daughter of nggerang, nggerang refused unconditionally. King of Bima heard and had a grudge against nggerang because his love was rejected by nggerangs. King of Bima then threatened by sending magic to the village of Ndoso. The entire village of Ndoso was covered in the thick black clouds. Even this phenomena is still known today as Revung Takitana in Manggarai language. Literally, if nggerang is not willing to accept my proposal, this layman will not stop, threatened the king of Bima. For regular people, the phenomenon of thick clouds hitting the ground is very dangerous for their life, because they can do anything in that condition. Oh, molas nggerang, just accept the proposal so that this cold will soon disappear and we can work again, scared the local resident. But for nggerang, the thick clouds were nothing. Princess Nggerang ignored the threat for the sake of the threat until finally the king of Bima could no longer wait to kill Princess Nggerang. Armed with the king in the power over the land of Manggarai, including Doso at the time, King Bima ordered his parents. He killed the nggerang princess and her skin made of drums. One drum is brought to Bima and one drum is kept in Doso. For nggerang parents, although king of Bima request very heavy, however, because this was a request of king of Bima, who was also the ruling king in the Manggarai area at the time, the parents of daughters nggerang could not refuse. Various attempts were made by nggerang's daughter parents, such as cutting up a buffalo, then a goat, and making a drum for the skin, but it did not make the desired sound, and the light shining into the sky did not disappear, still visible from the kingdom of Bima. Due to the constant pressure of Sultan Bima, finally one day nggerang's parents named Awang invited nggerang's daughter to look for her hair lice, and nggerang agreed to her father's intention without thinking that something bad would happen. At the same time, Awang pulled out some of his hair and put it in a small tube, and it did not cause any effect. Then he gouged out the golden skin that was round the size of the gung eye and his back, so that it didn't emit anymore light, but instantly nggerang's daughter died. Realizing that his daughter has died, Awang got out all the skin on her back along with the skin of her goat and belly to make a drum. So there are actually two drums produced from the skin of nggerang's body. One made of goat skin on the back of nggerang was sent to the Bima, but the carriers, they did not bring it to Bima but to Sumbawa because of the swift currents in the Gili Banta Strait. So the drum tongue made of goat skin is not in Bima but in Sumbawa. Meanwhile, the other one made of stomach skin is stored in Doso. However, several days after nggerang died, several young from Todo with a large group of people came to Doso to forge the remaining of the trunk, and part of the gold skin from the back was implemented of the hill of Tinku Romor near Reu. Okay guys, this is the story for me. I'm so sorry if something wrong happened. And thank you. Bye bye. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe the video.